In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take a coloring book image and make color layers out of it. So let's come over here to a clean page and I'll zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to trace because you need to be able to do the next step. So I'm going to choose this rose and update the preview, make sure everything's being traced, which it is, and click OK. And then I want to get rid of this, so I'm going to come to my shape tool and just left click and drag a box around that and hit delete. And then what I'm going to do is select it and go to Object, Break Apart. Okay. Then I'm going to come over to my Layers panel and I'm going to click on that right facing triangle and scroll all the way down to the bottom to find this solid black layer, and I'm going to just turn that off for right now. Okay. And then I'm going to start choosing my pieces that I want to color. So I'm going to choose this and hold Shift to choose multiple layers, and I'm going to come over to my fill and stroke and I'm going to change that color to a darkish green, and then I'm going to right click and group. It's important that you remember to right click and group after you change your colors so you don't have to go back and select them later and do it. Okay, and then I'm going to select the upper ones, hold Shift, and come to my color swatch and make those a lighter green, and right click and group. And then I can see, you probably can't, but I can see that I have a little speck here. And I'm going to go ahead and select that and delete it. Okay, I don't need that. Now, what I did forget was the stem. So I want my stem to be dark. So I'm going to come over here and choose my dark layer, hold Shift, and choose the stem, and choose that green again. And right click and group. Alright, now up to the rose, I'm going to choose this one and I'm going to make it a dark red. Just that one. Maybe I wanted this one and this one too. We'll see what it looks like. We can always change the color. I'm going to choose a dark red for that. Okay, and then I'm going to choose this one and this one. Maybe I'll just choose all the rest of them. There's no point in me trying to, decide on colors right now while I'm making a video. So we'll just do this. You get the point. Okay, then I'll right click and group. Now, did I right click and group these? I did not. So I'll hold Shift and select them all again. Right click and group. And then you're done. Come over to your layers panel and you can turn your solid layer back on, and that's going to give you a background. You can change this color to whatever color you want. And then this here is hiding underneath my colors here. So I'm going to just grab it and bring it all the way to the top. And then I can, if I want to, try and select both of those and group them. I'm not sure. It may rearrange them to where... Nope, that's right. Okay. So there you have it. It's as easy as that. I knew that was going to happen. All right, so let me undo. It didn't happen until I rolled my mouse wheel. So I'm going to just select that and go ahead and delete it. And then I don't see any blank layers. It's a good habit to get into, to go to Layer, Remove Empty Layers. but I didn't see any empty ones, but that doesn't mean that there weren't any hidden in, you know, within my groups. So, all right. And then when you come to create and cut by color, then you have all of your colors assigned, and you can cut separate jobs and it will cut the black and it'll stop. You can reload your green and it'll stop, and so on. So it's as simple as that. All right, so I have another one here that I wanted to try, and I think it was hold on. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and update the preview, turn the color down, make sure everything is tracing, and choose OK, and come to my shape tool node editor because I want to get rid of all of this. I don't need that. Just left click, drag a box around it, select it, hit delete on the keyboard. Okay, now I have to come up to Object, Break Apart, and come over to my Layers panel and open up the group. Come down here and turn that solid layer off. Okay, then I can select my colors or select my pieces and change the colors. So I'm going to do this pink, and then I'm going to do these red. Now on these I'm not grouping them, in case you notice. I just want to show you what happens when you go to cut by color. I think I'll just turn those red, and then I'll select all of these at once. I'm not going to do every other one. I'll just turn those red. Okay, so now I've done all of my color changes, but I didn't group anything. Okay, I can turn my bottom layer on, my solid bottom layer, come to create, cut by color, and you can see that they're still separated onto, you know, their own color, not onto their own color. They're separated by color. Okay, they're just not grouped. I kind of prefer grouping. That way, if I decide later I want to change the color, then I don't have to go through and select everything again, especially if you have a complicated design, like, you know, mandala or something like that. Then you definitely want to group those layers. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching.